Yeah, yo, we back with it again. Man, y'all let me know if y'all think I should trade Michael Penn Jr. for Shadar Sanders. Reunite that boy with Travis Hunter, man.
And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium.
Man. Let me know if y'all want me to get Shadar Sanders, man.
And we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young.
Damn.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they held them to well over 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense.
Give me that.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a
Ah.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in their win over the Chiefs. Oh, Young loses it. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Off the play fake, Young. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you've got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
It's Young on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. Young to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense. Yeah, they're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got Otten. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Young on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Young working out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To the air once more, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with him.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Young will set to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Young down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head to halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Dolphins.
Woo! My boy.
35 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Being chased out left. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Devontae Adams, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Najee Harris, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 35, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Young's throw here caught by Mims.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw, Young. There's a short one taken in by Otten. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a dump off here complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Young. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
All right, Ram.
Taken in, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Young on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 71 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down in the yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes
100.
10-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all